LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand.
This city is glowing on this wonderful, clear night. A terrific view of Cleveland right there. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Nuggets in Denver.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Orlando, Peyton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. And it's Freak in at center. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Love with the screen for Irving, and stolen by Gordon. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Gordon's running.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the Magic pick up two. Irving kicks to Smith. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Washington Wizards.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience. That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
And guys, effort is also a talent. You've got to be willing to work if you want to make plays like that.
And it's Freak missing.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And that one's good. Freak.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Freak, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Magic have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Peyton kicks to Freak. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's getting around 20 points per, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
Some guys just have the gift, and he's one of them. You need points, he's your go-to guy.
It's a pick by Love. LeBron kicks to Irving. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, I briefly spoke with David Blatt. They're facing a team that they've yet to beat this season, 2 losses. And I asked him what they needed to do to turn it around. He said, quote, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board, and we've got to find a way to be effective despite their shot blocking. even if we shoot a few more jumpers, if we can crash the boards, we'll create some good opportunities. Guys, they need to break through and grab a win here today.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
You know, I think he's right to be concerned about the defense they're going up against today. I mean, it's going to take some creativity for them on offense to be able to score consistently.
I think that's their primary concern. I mean, they'd be fooling themselves if they said scoring against this D is going to be easy.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Freak, and the shot is good. And it's 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
He's just too quick for his man. Left him in the rearview mirror and knocked it down.
To the inside. Freak with it. Mozgov on him. And there's the 3-second violation. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Irving dishes to James. Here's Love, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Payton. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. To the middle, and a wide open look for Freak. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. And that's 10 points for Freak.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to Love. Love with the screen on Harris. Cleveland gets it back. Another shot. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Vucevic checked in for Orlando. Watson comes in for Elfrid Payton. The Magic trail by 7.
You got it. Let's get the ball
to the middle.
Inside.
Here's Freak. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. Some good numbers for Freak. He already has 12 points and 1 rebound. He's carrying them right now. He scored over half of their points.
It's a one-man show, guys.
Now here's James. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Harris with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Freak. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And he's looked pretty good to start. 6 of 8 now from the field.
James, the pass to Smith. Love up top. Vucevic with the block. It's Oladipo on the wing. 9-point game his last outing, and stolen by Love. Here's Smith. No good. The Magic go the other way with it.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Watson kicks to Freak. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, from long range, we've got a set of point guards here that have been extremely hot. Those are their 3-point percentages for the last 10 games. Kyrie Irving, number 1.
I mean, his first job is to orchestrate for his teammates, but being as fantastic as he is at shooting the 3, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available.
And if I'm coaching him, I want him taking that shot. I mean, just look at the percentage. I mean, that earns you the green light for me on every possession.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Here's Fournier. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Stolen by Varejao. Now Shumpert. Nobody near Williams. Misses off the left iron.
And guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Varejao. He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before, signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up, and only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And a wide open look for James. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And adding insult to injury, certainly, Greg, as you were talking about, Varejao played well at the start of last season. Shooting 56% from the field. Clark, I think he was over 70% from the line. Those were career highs.
Yeah, and a terrible blow for Varejao and the Cavs because of that injury, the Achilles tendon. But it led to the deal for Mozgov, and that's worked out quite nicely.
And Freak throws it down.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Gordon with a screen on Irving. In the corner, it's Harris. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Cavaliers leading and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He finished with 19 points and, as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And it's Harris off the drive. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Harris has got the game tied up here for Orlando. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And that one's good. And it's 7 points for LeBron.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll. A moment here to see some numbers for Peyton. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 6 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Kevin Love.
Let's go.
And that one's good. Freak.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they double him up with LeBron. Irving dishes to Mozgov. Nice D from Freak.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And the basket by Gordon.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Irving kicks to Thompson. J.R. Smith on the wing. James outside. And again, LeBron missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Freak passes to Payton. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Smith dishes to Thompson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And it's Freak missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Smith kicks to James. Buries it down low. And now just a 1-point Magic lead.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Freak kicks to Gordon. Stolen by Thompson. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And they take the lead. And 11 points for LeBron.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. The big dunk at the end of the break.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
In the corner, it's Harris. Inside, here's Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Mozgov. The Magic have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
What's the call down here?
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Thompson. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. Ramon Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Watson. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Vucevic. Soft touch off the glass. Vucevic has got 8 points.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
Picked by Mozgov. It's Williams with the drive. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Moscow, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Moscow was...
And the first half comes.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense, good things happen. And that's why I've had success here early on. Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
So on the floor for Orlando, Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. And it's Freak in at the 5, roaming the paint. That one drops. He ties it up. Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. LeBron drives in. It's tipped, and they're able to recover.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Freak passes to Oladipo. That gives them the lead. Oladipo's got his first bucket of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Smith kicks to Mozgov. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Gordon dishes to Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on LeBron James.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Magic have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. He misses the free throw.
Boy, it's been a nightmare at the line for him. He keeps finding himself back at that free throw line over and over again.
Good on the second free throw. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Excellent use of the screen that time.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
To the paint. Here's Freak. Kicks it out to Gordon. Payton passes to Freak. Outside Gordon. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harris against LeBron. Good on the shot. And it's 7 points for Timofey Mozgov. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of them.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
The kick out to Oladipo. No good off the front iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
The Cavaliers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76. And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Now the feed to Freak. Back to Payton. The kick out to Oladipo. They get it back. Gordon cannot hit. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's James. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Mozgov sets a screen for Smith. Back to Mozgov, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
You know, guys, that's...
Here's Williams. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Outside Shumpert. Love with the screen for Shumpert. It's a pick by Love. The drive by Shumpert. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
You got it.
Passes it to Hazania. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Here is Williams. He has 7. Down low, here's James. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the... And the final period of play just about to start. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Love and Verjao are up front, and it's Williams at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Freak.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
LeBron right side, takes it from 10, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. James has got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs. Magic shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Another shot, and it's Vucevic missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Love can't hit.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboards.
You got it. And those rebounds lead the team. I mean, he's been the tone setter for him today in terms of work ethic and glass eating.
Freak kicks to Fournier. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Now here's Shumpert, guarded closer. Picked by Verjao. Shot clock at 6. Outside Williams. Lets it go from deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And that one's good. Freak's got it back down to single digits for the Magic.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
Verjao setting the pick for Williams. And he overshot that one, missing.
Move it.
The Magic trail by 9. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
To the right side. They double him with Shumpert. Lets the 3 fly, and Hazania gets it to go.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
James kicks to Williams. Verjao setting the pick for Williams. To the paint. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. Cleveland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Irving against Payton. Irving attacking. Kicks it to Mozgov. Over in the corner, Williams. Picked by Mozgov to take the lead. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one, Clark.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
LeBron, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Williams. The 10-footer pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving. Orlando trailing here. Payton outside. Gordon with a screen on Irving. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Can't get it to go.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Fades. James, no good.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Payton dishes to Freak. The kick out to Oladipo. Again, Oladipo missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
James with it, picked up by Harris. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist here tonight. Dishes it to Freak, and stolen by LeBron. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Great D. Picked it off and took it all the way for the solo finish.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
LeBron with a screen on Payton. Irving attacking. And there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by Irving. And it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Cleveland.
Steve, I agree. And, you know, I think the attitude was very impressive. And, Clark, you had talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear.
Thank you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie. LeBron James. The entire second half was just... And, folks, that's it for us.
I told you, Dom Pagnatti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnatti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm gonna have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.